Capitol Reef National Park in southern Utah. It's early June, and I'm here with my brother to hike Upper Muley Twist. It's a mostly trailless loop that offers some of the best views to be had in this part of Utah. The canyon is in the southern part of Capitol Reef. It's pretty remote, but if you drive east from Boulder, it requires only a few miles of driving off of the paved road. There are two trailheads, one just off the road, and a second four-wheel drive one that's about 2.5 miles up the canyon. The road isn't too rough, but I've always walked it rather than trying to drive it. It's a scenic warm-up for the hike. From the four-wheel drive trailhead, the route heads up the canyon. There's no trail, but the hiking and navigation are easily summarized. Stay right at Splits in the Wash. It's about 2 miles to the first landmark, Saddle Arch. A short trail takes you to a closer view of the arch. This is also the start of the loop section of the hike. A sign opposite the arch marks where you'll descend from the rim later in the day. Beyond Saddle Arch, short sections of narrows are interspersed with wider parts of the canyon. Some spots are rocky, but there are no serious obstacles to progress. Upper Muley is not one of Utah's most spectacular canyons, but it's enjoyable and usually peaceful hiking. Expect to see few, if any, other groups out in the canyon. At about the 4-mile mark, you reach a narrow section that's impassable at canyon level. A bypass trail takes off to the right. This is the most rugged and strenuous part of the hike. The route first parallels the canyon, before climbing out toward the east. On a hot day, this is sweaty work, but the payoff is worth it. On reaching the rim, simply incredible views open up in all directions. The next 2.5 miles are the highlight, as you track back along the Slick Rock Ridge following cairns. You need to pay attention to the route, but it's easy and safe, except perhaps in wet or stormy weather. On a nice day, such as we had, this is as good as it gets. The Slick Rock section is maybe 2 miles long, but it feels longer, so much so that I've often wondered if I've gone off route. But eventually you reach the trail that takes you back into Upper Muley. Turning left here completes the loop, and it's a straightforward walk back to the car. This was my third trip into the canyon, and it was just as good as the first. From the two-wheel drive trailhead, it's about a 14 or 15 mile day that should not be underestimated. The route is rocky, trailless, and hot even in June. That said, it's my favourite hike in Capitol Reef. It's a great alternative to some of the crowded trails in other national parks, and highly recommended.